It just took me so damn long to master such a simple 2-letter word that can completely change the trajectory of your life. And it's just the ability to say no. The ability to say no. Hey man, you want to go out for some drinks this Friday night and chase some women? Not that there's anything wrong with those activities, and it's not like I'm inhuman. It's not like I don't like to do some of those things at times. But when I'm on course, when I'm on a mission, when I have things that need doing, I have bigger priorities, bigger things at stake, that comes in and I need to be able to say no. Nah, man, I'm good. I got shit I got to do. Or, no, man, maybe another time, but I can't right now. It took me so damn long to master that. And really, I think that you master that by finding your way into a masculine frame, into filling a masculine frame, in speaking in a masculine manner, in holding your ground, in staying true to your morals, your values, and your core mission, beliefs, and purpose. I think that that's where you become able to speak your mind deliberately to people without fear of consequences. Like, hey man, no, I can't do that. And guess what? If that for some reason, like me not wanting to do X, Y, Z because I have purpose elsewhere or I have a mission that draws me elsewhere, if that ends up being the end of our friendship, then so be it. You were never a friend of mine to begin with. And that was really hard for me to accept, especially in my younger years. I think really I was grasping for, people to like me. I was just grasping to be accepted, to find a tribe, which is very natural primal instincts for an individual. And it was, I think a lot of times I'd get caught up, hey, you want to go out for drinks? You want to do this? You want to do that? It's like, oh, maybe, man. Like, even once I started progressing towards being able to just straight up speak my mind and say no when I needed to say no, I think even along the way, before I had gotten the full confidence and full set within that masculine frame, I would say things like, maybe, like, I'll have to see like what happens this week. I was kind of like leaving it open for interpretation or leaving it kind of flexible. I was being malleable. I was like, I'm not saying no, but I'm not really saying yes. And sure, that's better than just straight up saying yes to everything and anything. And sometimes I'd wiggle my way out of those things and focus on my priorities at the time that were more important. But at the same time, all it did was just socially drain me and just drain me and not enable me to work to the best of my ability on the things that I did need to work on, even when I didn't end up going and doing those things. So I cannot stress the importance enough of focusing on building yourself up to be a man that you look in the mirror and that you can respect. Because if it's very, very, very challenging, if not impossible, for a man to command respect of other men when he doesn't even respect himself. And I think that was a real struggle for me, was I lacked respect for myself. I just did whatever would please. I was a crowd pleaser. I wanted to make people laugh all the time. I wanted to be funny. I wanted to be the fun of the party. I wanted to go and be everywhere at any time with all these different friend groups, and I wanted everyone to know who I was, and just I wanted to be just this social magnet. And I think a lot of the skills and attributes that I picked up being that person have contributed into me becoming the man I am today. So I don't regret necessarily that time period, but I do wish that I had had a more honest conversation with myself about what it is that's important to me at certain spans or certain chapters of my life, and what activities and what individuals, acquaintances, friends, etc. within my life during those spans of times were not going to be contributing to me moving the needle or moving closer to whatever it was that my mission was at the time. And that all comes in dialing in your purpose as a man, in figuring out what your purpose is at a given span of your life or a given time, and then deriving or reverse engineering that purpose into your day-to-day activities. Like, what is it that an individual on course with that purpose is doing on a day-to-day basis? Is he going to the gym and training, or is he going out with his buddies for bottomless mimosas? Is that guy, taking time to study whatever skill or craft that he's trying to master? Or is he playing Xbox all day with his friends? You kind of get where I'm going here. So really, I think, you're going to have to feel your way through it. Like, it's not an easy process, like becoming a man and finding your masculine frame. And it's not meant to be easy. It's not meant to be easy. You're supposed to find it through hardship, through suffering, through pain. And that's going to come in certain forms socially, in the way that you have to learn to respond to people, in the way that you're going to lose friends along the way. Or people that you thought were your friends are going to, kind of spit in your face or backstab you, or like all kinds of things, like betrayal. All these things are going to be in play. And it's just part of becoming a man. And it's learning to deal with those things and to press on regardless of how you feel, to not get over emotional about these things. And if you do feel emotions, like, men are human beings as well, like, we feel emotions, but learning to not let them dictate your actions. Learning to not let those emotions control your responses to the world and to external factors and to people around you. Because all that does is make situations worse and make you less capable of dealing with those situations in a way that a man that you can be proud of would deal with those situations. And then you're left with regret. So you're going to have to learn your lesson. You're going to have to learn it the hard way sometimes, for most of us. But just start thinking about those things. And if you have certain things that you're looking to prioritize, you have to get comfortable with saying no to people and no to things. You have to. It is an absolute necessity. And not the easy cop-out, or kind of like the middle area in that road, is going to be excuses. Like, no, I'm too busy. It's like, I don't have the balls to say no to your face, or that I don't want to do that. So I'm going to kind of just like make up these things. And trust me when I tell you that that's really going to play to your detriment if you maintain that over the long term as well. Because all you're doing is you're lying to them and you're lying to yourself. You're programming yourself to lie. And I don't believe that lying or deceit has any place in a man's life if he chooses to live an honorable life. So learn to say no to things that you don't want to do or that aren't in line with the man that you want to become. Continue to work hard on yourselves and stay honorable, gentlemen. I will catch you all in the next video.